Hello everyone. As part of GitHub training program, today let us talk about what is version control. Before learning about what is version control system and different types of it, let's understand first of all what is version control. Let us say you might be a software developer working for a project, or you might be working as a infrastructure automation team. For that, you might be writing some YAML files or Terraform configuration files, or you might be writing some JSON files as part of infrastructure automation. Then let us say you might be a software developer, maybe Python or Go language. You'll be creating some files. Now the problem was, let us say in the team, you'll have many members who will contribute to this particular software development or infrastructure automation. The first challenge what we have is, you have a file. Now in this particular file, you will do certain changes on the day 1. You might be adding some lines, let us say line 1 and line 2. You have done the task and you closed it. Let us say on day 2, you have written some one more line in the same file. That is, let us say main.json file. And on day 3, you might be doing certain changes in the line number 2. What does it mean? In that particular file, you have done a lot of changes in the day 1, day 2 and day 3. If you think about it, once a file has been saved and closed, by looking at the file on the operating system, you take Mac, you take Windows, or you can take as an example of Linux operating system. Let us say we are not using any other tool to track this particular changes. By looking at the file, we can't tell who modified this, when they have modified, what lines they have modified. You can only see last modified time. That information will not help you. For example, I want to remove certain changes what I've done earlier in the development. Let us say 2 days back. Can I revert back the changes? Will I come to know? Impossible. So to track who did the changes, what changes you have done, and then when you have done the changes, to track this information, we need a version control. That is a job what your version control system will do. That is the reason why we are using these kind of tools as part of software development. Not only software development, you can take anything. You might be writing some YAML for Ansible playbooks. You might be creating some Terraform configuration file as part of infrastructure automation on AWS cloud, Azure cloud and all. In any scenarios, we are using version control as a baseline. I think now this particular points will help you to understand what is version control. In the next session, we will talk about what is version control system. What are the different types of version control systems we have. Thank you.